Hello guys, welcome back again. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a form in HTML. So in this lesson, it's all about how to create forms, and HTML forms are required to collect different kinds of user inputs such as contact details like name, email, address, phone numbers, or details like credit card information. So forms contain special elements called controls like the input box, the check boxes, radio buttons, and submit buttons. So the form tag is used to create an HTML form. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this in a practical way. So let's get into our VS Code. So here I have my VS Code open. So first we are going to write the basic HTML. So start with the doc type, and then the title will be HTML for forms. You can say forms, and come to the under the body. Now under the body we're going to write. Let's write some first heading. Let's give a H2, and we'll say HTML forms. HTML forms. So we say the form tag is used to create an HTML form. So start with form, and make sure you close this form. Mine is closed. We are going to see how to use this action later. Now click enter, and we'll create labels. Now the label tag is used to define the labels for input elements, and if you want your user to enter several lines, you should use a text area instead. But I'm going to be using the label tag, the first name. Then we can put a break line here, br, a break line. Then come click next, enter. Then we're going to create some input for this label. Now the type of this will be text. Then let's add id f first name, then name, first name also here. Then we'll give a value, and so the value is which name you want it. So I will give John, maybe John, the value John. Then I'm gonna put break line here, then input enter. Next we are going to create another label for last name. And then we call this last name. Sorry, last name. Then I will place here a break line. Then next we're going to create input for for the second label. Input, you say the type should be text. Next we will add some id, last name. It's like I'm blocking. Okay, sorry. So next we'll get a name, be also last name. Then we create a value for this input, and we give fill, maybe fill. Then we'll put another break line, actually two break lines. Okay, we need we need a space. We don't want our text box to be close. So next I'm going to create a submit button, and this is how you create a submit button in HTML. So just type input instead of type text. The type in will be submit instead of text. Sorry, submit. Then we'll give a value and submit. Let me make this capital S. Now if we save this and refresh our browser, I can say go live because I'm using a live server. Now there it is. You can see my HTML form. Let me change this to form. I said forms. Now save and refresh your browser. So this is how you create an HTML form, but you can just say Jake or Jake field, then submit, but it will give you it won't submit. So we'll call an action, and the action, we can add an external file, like we're going to use PHP this time. So I'm going to call an action, maybe let's say action page.php. Sorry, page.php. Then I can just come down here and add a paragraph that says if you click this submit button, if you click the submit button, the form data will be sent to a page called /action page.php. That's where your form data will be sent. The form data will be sent to a page called action and page.php. Now save this and refresh your browser. Now you see our paragraph. We added that if you click the submit button, the form data will be sent to a page called action page.php. Now submit, and there it goes. It takes you to another page, but in this lesson we're talking about HTML, so it was just an example because I don't have any server to run this. So this is how you create a HTML form. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So that's how you create an HTML form, and make sure you stick around, as the next lesson I'm going to be showing you how to create a responsive website.